Hi, welcome back, Dreamers. I have a follow-up on a review that I did about a month and a half ago for you today. I had done a review on the Clairol Age Defy hair dye, and I will put a link to the initial review below, and I've given you my initial reactions after I had dyed my hair the first time, and I have let it go now for like I said, about a month and a half, and so I wanted to give you a follow-up and let you know what I thought about it across that month and a half, because honestly, hair dye is not just a you do it and you forget about it. We have to continuously keep doing it. So the color that I used was darkest brown, and I don't actually have a box of the product with me because I completely just forgot to save the one that I just used. I did actually use it again, and this is the exact same color that I used before. The reason why I used it again is because I did initially buy 2 boxes because I had a coupon for like $3 off of if you bought 2 or something like that. And there is a Clairol coupon that's out now, but it does not include the Age Defy. So what's up with that, Clairol? Other than the fact that my cowlick on my bangs is doing something kind of funky, here are my initial thoughts. Initially, I really loved the hair dye because it was easy to put on, it was easy to rinse out, and it does give you this really, really nice, soft hair. At this point, I have redone the color. I redid it, and then I didn't wash my hair for 2 days after I did it, and then I've washed my hair once since then. Again, it was very easy to rinse out. I usually, since I have quite long hair, it takes me a long time to rinse hair dye out, and it rinsed out fabulously. It did again this time, so that was not a fluke. I actually even included their conditioner in my April favorites, which I will also link down below. The conditioner that comes in the box is lovely. And still, I think I'm the only person that says that. I need to come up with a different adjective to use other than lovely, because I think that makes me sound like I'm like 80 years old. But then again, I'm using Age Defy hair color, right? I'm 37, I'm not 80. But anyway, I noticed that about 3 weeks into after I had dyed my hair, that my hair did start getting frizzy again, and it was a little bit harder to control, and I am at the point where I really need to go get a haircut because my layers are starting to be a little bit unmanageable. But generally, I find that when I dye my hair, it tames a lot of that, because what you're doing when you dye your hair is you are opening up the cuticle of your hair, you are depositing color, and then you are hopefully, closing it back down with all that hair dye. So it does tend to make my hair a lot more manageable right after I dye it. And I did notice that about 3 weeks after I dyed it, it did start to get a little bit frizzier and stuff. I did have a problem, and you can kind of see it now, with frizzies on top with these small little hairs, which are the ones that tend to be my gray hairs. I actually have quite a lot of gray up at the top, which you can't see because I just dyed my hair. I did notice when I initially dyed my hair, it did cover all that gray very well. I won't say it did it any better than any other dye, but it did cover all the gray very well, and it did stay on the gray just as well as it did on the rest of my hair. Now, hold that thought, because I will talk about how the color stayed in a minute. But what I'm talking about here is just the gray. It stayed on the gray just as well as it did on the rest of the color. And I did use the conditioner, just like it said, right after I did it, and then once a week. And I love the way that the conditioner smells. I wish I could buy just the conditioner without having to buy the hair dye, because the conditioner was absolutely fantastic. I would use it every day of the week if I had it available. So overall, it really does a good job. And again, I just did it so you can see it really does a good job of getting all of those little underneath colors. It has a really good color to it. It has quite a bit of dimension, and I'm not really sure whether that's actually the hair dye or the fact that I dye my hair a different color like almost every month, and so it has dimension because it's been so many different shades of similar colors. So if 2 months ago my hair was red. So as far as lasting, this hair dye stunk. It was actually really terrible, and I didn't quite notice it as much until I went back and re-dyed my hair. And after I re-dyed my hair, I checked the box because I saved the top of the box that tells you what color that you used last time. I always rip that off and save it. And I had bought 2 of the exact same color, and I checked even to make sure that they were the exact same color, and they were the exact same color, but my hair was so much darker after I had re-dyed it the second time. In fact, let me show you a picture side by side here of me today in this video and me in a video that I made a few days ago right before I dyed my hair again. Okay, so you can see there's actually quite a lot of difference in color there. And I'm in the same room, I'm using the same lighting, so you know, I'm in a little bit of a different position in the room, but I mean, it's not going to make that much of a difference. So my initial review of the hair dye was great. I raved about it. I thought it was great. A month later, I will say that I still love the application of the hair dye. I love the conditioner of the hair dye. I love the color of the hair dye, but it doesn't last. It fades really poorly. And I didn't change anything else in my hair routine. I continued to use the same shampoo and conditioner, which is the Herbal Essences, the pink one that's sulfate and paraben free. These, I went and got them so you can know exactly what I was talking about. The Herbal Essences Smooth Collection with no silicone. I use the shampoo and the conditioner right now. Not terribly crazy about them, but I love the smell. So there you have it. So I've been using those, that particular shampoo and conditioner for several months now. I didn't change that from other hair dyes, and this faded really, really bad. I really needed to redo my hair after about 2 weeks with this dye, color-wise. And after about 3 weeks, texture-wise. So my overall impression would be pass. Don't buy it. Get something else. This hair dye just did not have staying power, and you know, if my final impressions of the hair dye had been what they initially were, I wouldn't probably have done a follow-up video. But since they were so different, I just wanted to let you guys know so that you didn't watch my initial review and go, oh, this hair dye is super fantastic, and rush out and get it and then find out that it's not going to stick to your hair, or at least it didn't stick to my hair. So there you have it. Thanks for coming by today and following up with this review. Make sure to click a thumbs up if you like the video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe. If you have yet already, then thank you very much, and leave a comment and let me know. I am on the search for new hair dye again, so what do you like to use? Let me know. Also, if you have any suggestions for shampoo, let me know. I'm always looking for new products to try, new things to test out. So anyway, I think I already said it, but thanks for coming by today. Bye.